Yo, what is going on, everyone? Today is um Thursday, March 12th, 2026, and today we took two trades, and two of them were a win. Usually, if I win, I won't take another trade. Those are my rules. Yeah, I did break my rules, but it was a very clear setup, and that is why I took my second trade. But it was a clean trade. Price action has honestly been getting a lot better in March. My P&L is looking a lot better, and it's just like a lot easier to read than what February was, or even January, in my opinion. But yeah, it was a good day, and I'll show you exactly why we took this trade in live and what our thought process was. So basically, coming in off the higher time frame, I saw this 4 hour gap below that I was pretty sure like we were probably gonna hit and then move higher from. It was also EQ of this range. Same thing with ES. It hit EQ of the range on ES. So I figured that once we hit that sell side, we would probably go higher, even London, whatever. So the higher time frame, we also had this inversion of the bearish fair value gap to the upside. So we were pretty bullish on the 4 hour, I'd say. Even on the 1 hour, like this was a highest gap, so we were, I guess, bullish. But then this 1 hour down here got inversed, so I'm like, okay, well, we can definitely be more bullish. I wanted to be bullish going into the day. I wanted to see price go higher. Um, but if you looked on the 15 minute, there was a clear, I had this marked out on stream too. There's a clear just sell model, at least down to Asia lows. Like it was very clear, like, okay, we do want to go to Asia lows before going higher, but there's a lot of other low like levels that I can definitely see price bounce off of and to make retracements before we take all of or any unmitigated fair value gaps that were bearish, tap into those, and then make our move lower. So it was a little bit of an iffy like morning where we didn't know exactly where price wanted to go. And when like timelines don't align, you basically just kind of need to use your intuition and set conditions and see what happens at certain price points and levels. And then depending on that, you can take your trade, right? So I'll go over exactly how that worked because today was a really, really good example. As soon as market opened, you can't really see it on here. There was a 30 second, but basically what happened was market opened. We left relative equal highs at the 5 minute. There was a 30 second maybe over here. I took the inversion and then just targeted a little bit over those equal highs. So that was my first win. It was a lot lower risk. So that's, I think, why I was like, all right, you know what? Maybe I can take another trade if I see something super, super clean. Um, there was also 1 hour above. I didn't want to hold it to the 1 hour because, again, the 15 minute sell side or the 15 minute market structure that I drew out, like the whole sell model, did not think we were going to go all the way to the 1 hour. I still thought we were going to be bearish, but the setup that we got here right at market open, the Judas swing right into London lows, the just a V shape out of it, straight 30 second inverse, like I'm gonna take that any day of the week, right? So I took the 30 second. I was up a little bit on my account, and then I was like, okay, you know what? The day is not over. We still have some time, so let's just see what happens. Um, After we took out the uh the equal highs, there was a 5 minute that I marked that was the equal highs we made at. So again, right here was the fair value gap for the 5 minute, right? Now in this case, I was a little bit bullish in my head, but I was also a little bit bearish. Like didn't exactly know where price really wanted to go for the day. Um, so all I did is I set this 5 minute as my condition, right? If we want to be bullish, we will disrespect this 5 minute for sure, and then at least go to this hourly and then maybe see a reversal. But until this hourly, once this 5 minute gets inversed, okay, I definitely see price being bullish, at least going up to the hourly. Okay, that's what's going on in my head. But if you go down to a lower time frame, once we take out those targets, look at all these wicks that we're shooting above the 5 minute. We are not getting a single body closure above the 5 minute. What does this tell me? Well, it's my condition. We're probably not fully going to be bullish yet. We might reject. So I looked to see if there were any other bullish fair value gaps that we were going to either disrespect or if we could hold. So the first thing I saw was this 1 minute. Um, After I saw the 1 minute, I'm like, okay, well, price can come down to that 1 minute, but if we're bullish, we should reject off that 1 minute and then go back up to inverse to five. After we get these two candles, I'm like, okay, well, look, if we wanted to be bullish, we would have been bullish and we would have disrespected that 5 minute, but we're clearly respecting the 5 minute here, and then just displacing a lot lower. So as soon as I saw this close, I'm like, okay, this is super clean. We have lows below. We have this 15-minute internal low right here. We're in the 15-minute sell or the market structure for just being in shorts. We have Asia lows below too. The 4-hour also, another one was that this 4-hour on ES, this sell side I have marked, was not taken. So we were like right like here when this was happening. Yeah, so if you guys can see, if I go to the 1 minute maybe, like when we were here, we didn't take the sell side I have marked on ES. Like you can see the vertical line. What does that mean? Well, that sell side was at a 4-hour low, and look at all of these relative equal lows we have on ES. Like multiple relative equal lows. Until we take that, I really can't be bullish because there's like those are really high draws, right? Um, so yeah, we came down, we took out this low after I hopped into a trade here, and then we don't really need ES from now on. But yeah, I got into a trade, had my stop about like it wasn't all the way at the high, because then it would have been like a negative RR. I just wanted it to be like right here, so I got at least a 1-to-1. I think I got more than 1-to-1 because I had my TP a little bit lower. I did want to hold for Asia lows, but to be honest, like I was already in. This is my second trade of the day after a win, so I did not want to just be in two trades. So I took TP a little bit earlier, which was still fine, made a decent amount of money today. Um, and yeah, but that's kind of how like you use your bias. Like you can't just marry a bias. You should be able to change your bias depending on what you're seeing price to and how market is reacting to price, right? Like it happened again here afterwards. We made a 5 minute, like look at this devil's mark. A devil's mark is basically where you see a candle that has no top wick or bottom wick, right? So this candle right here, there's absolutely just there's like no top wick. Like that candle opened and we just dumped. What does price do after? Or what does the next 5 minute candle do? It goes up, it just taps that area and then just dumps, right? Even after we took out like a pretty key low, like Asia lows, even after we took out Asia lows, if you once we took out Asia lows and you're like, okay, I want to be bullish now, but that 5 minute is holding that well, like look, you get the first 1 minute inversion, yeah, this probably would have been break even, but what happened to price after? Like the whole trend is still lower, right? Like yeah, we came back up, but like overall, like we still trended lower. Like you can use those 5 minutes and 15 minutes, like what we talked about in our strategy videos, to really guide exactly what your bias is for the day, because those conditions can really help you see where price is going. And sometimes when prices, like you don't really understand what's happening, if your bias is mixed up, those conditions will really help. So that's just kind of our thought process that we went over through the day. This was more of a longer video, but I think there was a lot more sauce in it because those conditions are really supposed to help you. And yeah, being in the live will help. You can see our thought process behind that. Pretty sure a few people caught the same trade too. Um, and yeah, they learn, like these conditions will help you identify exactly where price wants to go, and you will have to use some intuition to see where price wants to go. But yeah, anyway, that's the trade recap for today. Let us know if you have any questions in either the comment section down below or in our Discord. Again, take a look at our Discord. It's completely free. We go live every single day. And yeah, we drop a lot of sauce in there. So yeah, see you guys.